Britannica is up here in a tree, and she was watching over everybody when Asmodeus appeared next to her and told her some dubious things. So here we have Britannica Cambria is right here with her huge, big celestial axe. We have Alekma, who is a Goliath druid with Obsidian's Fury, a huge, big spear. We have Annie St. Clair, who is a paladin of Myris, and she currently wields Serenity's Fury. And then last but not least, over here, we have Cyrano de Yum, who wields the Blade of Penumbra. Alrighty. So everybody else is fast asleep, so I guess really, Britannica, what do you want to do?
Well, after seeing the shadows on the two behind them, I want to try to cast my first Detect Evil.
Okay.
I can do that. I've seen Annie do it a few times, so I'm going to give it a go.
Alrighty.
I think it'll populate. I have it in here. Oh.
Okay.
No, I gotta be selected. Okay. There we go.
1 second. Let me just... Alright, yep. So, Detect Evil. Okay. What's the radius on your range on that?
60 feet.
Aye. So right now, but the only thing you're catching in that is going to be from there. Is going to be Alekma, who is not. You do not detect any form of evil.
Okay. Can I creep down and get closer? Well, it stays in for 50 minutes, right? So.
If that's how long the duration is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try creeping over and just kind of lurking over, like, see if I can see any evil coming off.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna kind of check evil.
I'm looking
okay.
like I'm kind of checking the fire and, like, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Stuff, but I'm peeking.
All right. Well, there is.
Yes, good fire. Yes, great, good fire.
Very evil, very
Dad's
evil
always
fire.
Poke at it for no
yes,
reason.
good embers.
All right.
On
So
that.
Alekma and Annie, they're not evil. However, you are sensing little elements of pungent unpleasantness coming from Cyrano. You've never done this before, so it's kind of a strange thing. It's like from Annie, you mostly get like a feeling of natural calm, and it's all a very pleasant experience, like sensing her aura. Similarly from Cyrano. I mean, from Alekma. Cyrano, however, it's kind of a little sour, a little strange, a little unpleasant, like.
Icy.
Yeah, little
He
iffy.
put his deodorant on today. Put his aura deodorant on.
Yeah, you don't really get much of anything from Evie.
Okay.
However, Senarend, as you bring your angelic gaze to focus on Senarend, suddenly you feel the pits of your stomach kind of, and a rancid kind of sense of something rotten and corrupt and foul rises up inside of you as you focus on the old man.
Okay. All right, and I'm gonna back up as quietly as I can, and I'm gonna come back around here, and I'm gonna try to wake Annie up very gently.
Okay.
Annie.
Yes. What is it?
I'm sorry to wake you. Come here with me. I need to talk to you alone.
Just let me get the sleepies out of my eyes.
Hurry, come on. Just
Okay,
quietly.
coming.
I'm gonna walk over to the cart, kind of so we're out of like earshot. I'm just gonna drag her along because I know she can't quite see in the dark. So I'm just gonna get over here.
Yes. You okay? Is everything all right?
No, everything is not all right. That wizard, Centerend, if that's who he actually is he's evil, Annie.
What?
Go back over there, and I need you to do your little detect evil on him and tell me what you feel and come back.
Okay.
Be
Just
quiet.
back up. Just back up. Back up? Why?
Okay, I got physically
Why
back
did
up.
you cast it on him in the middle of the night?
I didn't tell you that, but I didn't.
Oh.
What are you talking about? I didn't tell you that.
You just said he was evil?
Yeah, I just said he was evil. I'm not telling you that I cast it.
Okay.
Okay, got it. He's not evil, he's a wizard.
Listen, I was watching them while they were sleeping, and the fire, like, blew up a little bit, and behind his shadow was not his shadow. It was something else, like a demon or something. And just trust me, please. Just go sense him and tell me what you feel.
Okay.
If it's fine, then I'll drop it.
Got it.
Okay.
1 second. And I'm gonna, like... it's not very quiet at all, but I go...
Tink, tink, tink.
And then I'll cast Detect Evil on the campfire area myself.
Okay. Well, pretty much the same thing, you know. There's a little bit of unpleasant undertow coming from Cyrano de Yum. You know, you get some fairly placid and dulcet tones coming from Alekma. Evie is a proverbial, you know, kind of blank slate, as it were. But yeah, Centerend the wizard, he has that horrible, despicable feel about him that he is vile and corrupt and altogether very unpleasant.
I'm gonna pinch my nose and go and walk all the way back.
Well,
smelled like sulfur and evil and everything terrible in the world.
it's terrible.
Right. Awful. You think he's evil? I could... Wait.
What?
The last time I did this, the old woman was evil. The same feeling that I just got.
Yes. So I'm saying that we can't trust him. Something is off.
No, what I'm saying is I don't know if I trust myself anymore. The spell that I used on the old woman, I detected evil and she was evil. And then she wasn't. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't trust myself anymore. My virus needs to tell me directly or else I don't even know what's evil and what's good.
I tried it too, Annie. I tried it too. I've been learning your spells, little bits here and there. And that's why I wanted you to test it. I did it and I felt the same thing. I got that sulfury smell from him. I don't think it's you. I think something...
Okay. Well, I'm on your side, but what I think we should do is I don't... If for some reason both of our spells are failing us, I don't know how long it would last, but I want to keep detecting evil on him over the next few days. If we could just pretend like nothing's wrong, and then we could just kind of keep an eye on him, see if he does anything bad. And I'll keep casting my spell on him for the next few days.
All right. Did you happen to catch that little note on Cyrano, by the way?
What? No.
Did you not?
Oh.
Sense his...
He did smell a little, rusty, little
Sour?
bit like... Yes. Okay. Does he shower every day?
Well, I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we should probably have a talk with him.
About what? That we don't trust him? That's not going to go well.
It's not that I don't trust him.
Well, I don't.
He could just do a You don't trust him? He's in your party.
Just now, you felt that, right?
Well, yeah, I wasn't very strong. I'm assuming it's because he's kind of the one that killed the old woman yesterday.
Oh, so you think it just... You have to explain this. I've only ever done this once. I don't know how this works. There's like is there a spectrum of evil?
The more your stomach hurts, the more evil they are. So if you feel like throwing up, you're probably really evil. If you just get a little baby whoop, ouch, then it was probably just like a little bit evil.
Okay, so he's just a little bit evil then.
Well, everyone can be a little bit, questionable. It's just...
Not you.
But I sense more good in Cyrano than evil, and that's what matters.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't tell him that we did that, just so we don't upset him, right?
I just need to continue to guide him into the right direction.
Yes. I'm not asking you to keep a secret. I know that didn't go well last time.
No, I can't do that.
No secrets, but just think about his feelings. He would be devastated if he thought that we thought he was evil. Okay, let's just, like you said, we'll work on it with him, but we won't tell him that we've done that.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to get concerned. I don't want him to feel like he's got to overcompensate for anything.
No, of course not.
Change his behavior. But we definitely need to let them know that Senarind is maybe not what or who he seems.
Well, I'm glad we are on the same page.
Right?
This time.
I'm doing better. Look at me telling you things. And listening to you and learning about good.
And you're going to tell everybody else in the party, too.
Of course, yes. That's
great.
I just wanted to make sure you saw the same thing I did.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell everyone around the wizard, so you might want to just wake everyone up individually and just do the same thing you did with me, okay?
That's the plan. So go back to bed.
All right.
Don't say a word, and see you in the morning. Bye.
All right, I'm gonna go back to the campfire.
Okay.
And try to sleep.
I'm gonna creep back over, and I'm going to wake up Alekma and do the same thing. Quietly. Alekma. Hey, there's a swan over here. Hey, there's a swan.
That's not funny.
I need to talk to you. Can you come here for a minute?
Sure. I'm gonna get up and follow her.
I'm gonna drag him back to the cart. This way.
The cart, the official meeting place.
Yes. Like peeking over the edge and back down.
Yeah.
So I just spoke to Annie, and I have a confession. Well, not a confession. I just have some information that I need to share with you. I was watching Evie and Senarind while they were sleeping, and then this fiery thing happened, and behind them, their shadow was like, I don't know, like a demon or something. It wasn't a human shadow. It was something else. So I detected evil on him, and then I had Annie detect evil on him, and it is rancid. He's rotten to the core. So we need to be very careful.
The wizard.
Yes, the wizard. Evie's fine. She's whatever. But he is... I mean, it made Annie almost throw up, which is really gross. So I just want us all to know about this because we have to be careful. I don't think he doesn't have the shard, but if he does, he's probably going to pull something. So we need to be alert. Do you have any druidy things you can do to kind of like figure that out?
Not really. I mean, my assortment of spells is more in line with nature.
Okay.
Most of nature is neutral at best. I mean, you said his shadows were off?
Yes, they were like, they shifted and changed like almost like a demon shape, and then it just went away, and so I felt this pull, and I just decided to cast Detect Evil on him, and that's what happened.
You felt a pull, like how we came here?
Yes. Sort of. Kind of.
But that doesn't make sense.
I know it doesn't, but it's the truth. It's what's
I'm not doubting you. Why would devils take another demon prisoner?
I don't know if it's him or if it's being put on him. Annie was questioning her ability even just with the old lady, and maybe you could put evil on something that shouldn't be evil. I don't know how it works, but
we found the scroll that taunted us on the old lady. When Annie cast the spell, it was evil, and when I cast the spell, it was there was illusion magic and alteration magic. I could detect that.
Oh, can you detect that on him now? Maybe it's the same thing. If not, then we can rule that out.
I mean, I do have that as a low level.
Do you want to try it?
I mean, sure. Yeah. Okay. Why are you bringing us one at a time?
Well, just for quiet, so we don't raise any alarm. I don't want them to notice that we're all over here chatting it up in the forest in the dark.
That's true. You got a point.
Okay, so just sneak over there, cast your little thing, and then come tell me what you see.
Yeah, I'm gonna move close and I guess cast my detect magic, which.
Okay.
There you go. And I'm gonna focus it on the wizard specifically.
Alrighty. Well, he does radiate magic, but then that's not really surprising, considering he technically has a spell storing ring. And you do sense some alteration magic. You do sense some illusionary magic. You also can sense some enchantment. But they're all fairly mild. None of them are strong radiance. But
so
again,
none of them are as strong as the scroll I detected when I did it on the old lady, right?
No, there's a lot more going on with him. There's like lots of multiple tones of different types of radiance and magic. But if he's, if he's got a ring that is possessing numerous stored spells without knowing what those spells are.
No. Okay, but I definitely do sense a mild form of alteration and illusion too.
Yes.
But maybe not as strong as with the old lady. Kind of hard to tell because it's diluted a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to go back and be like, I mean, he's a wizard, so I sensed a lot. I did sense the same kind of magic that the old lady had with the scroll that she didn't know she had, but I mean, that could just be anything. That could be the ring he has on his finger.
Right. Okay.
I mean, illusion alteration doesn't necessarily mean demonic disguised as an old man.
Right.
I mean, it could.
I don't know if that's what's happening. I just know that there's something wrong with him. So.
Well, we were fooled before.
Right. And
Evie interrogated us and didn't trust us for a very long time because of it.
Still doesn't.
That's a long game, you know?
I don't think she knows anything about it. She seemed, when we, cast the evil on her, we didn't notice anything. I don't think she's in on the game. I think something else. Maybe she's not aware of all of this stuff.
So maybe she actually thinks it's Senarind, and it's really just an imposter.
It's possible, or maybe Senarind is more terrible than he's admitted to her. You could be a bad person and still have friends.
Not in my experience, but I mean, a plant's playing. Well, he said he was not good or bad, right? He had a good brother and a darker brother.
Yes, but he's clearly got some dark going on in him, like a fair amount.
And he did say the shard was in a pocket dimension?
Yes. I just want you guys to be aware of it so that if we question motives, we need to be cautious about what he asks us to do. I don't know if whatever he's going to have us do is actually going to, one, get us to the shard any faster, or two, do something more horrible than what we're already trying to avoid.
Okay.
It's up to something.
So with what Britannica just said, I want to use my special knowledge feature and tap into Knowledge Arcane.
Okay.
Basically with the question that I want to ascertain what happens if treasures are in a pocket dimension and the person who has access to it dies or is killed off. Like, does those things just stay there forever lost? Or do they return to the prime material plane or wherever the guy was?
Okay. Sure, give me a roll.
All right.
Knowledge Arcane.
Knowledge Arcane. 17.
Okay. Yeah, so in theory, if they are placed in some kind of dimensional holding space, that's where they are. If the person dies and they no longer have access to retrieve them, in theory, they would be lost. Doesn't mean that nobody else could ever find them or access them, but for all intents and purposes, that's where they would stay. They wouldn't just, like, pop back into existence.
Okay, so it just becomes more difficult to get them.
Considerably so.
It's like, okay. So, Britannica, you're going to see Alekman's eyes flicker as he kind of goes into a quasi-meditative stance.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Alekma.
Okay. If he has the shard in his other place, his safe space, and we were to dispatch him, you take his legs or whatever.
If I must.
Those items would be much harder for us to gain access to.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's if he's telling the truth about it. I mean, but
yes. What if it's not even in there? What if he's just saying?
But yeah, but where would he?
Maybe his brothers have it. The only reason I'm agreeing to go is that if we get at least some other wizard who's powerful, if he's not the one, then at least we're closer to somebody who might have an idea.
Right, but if he's really working against us, he does not want us to succeed. So why would he chauffeur us to where it is?
That's what I'm saying. I want us to be aware of what he's asking us to do, where he's taking us, and just be cautious about just doing his bidding. We might be getting further away from what we're trying to do. And I know you guys don't like when I am so task-oriented and I just try to get it done, but right now we have to be aware that that might be exactly what he's trying to do. Throw us off the scent.
I get that. I just...
What the what?
I don't know where else to go. So we're gonna go.
No.
Thanks for the resub, bud.
I agree with you. I think maybe the trick here is making us think he's not a good person.
It's possible, yes. He could be fine and just be being cast like that old lady with some kind of evil thing. It's possible, but let's just be aware.
Yeah,
that Annie's going to continue to test it. She said she's going to keep throwing out the detect evil on him over the few days to see if it wavers, if it changes, if maybe we'll catch a break and some clue will open up there. But I just want the doubt, the little seed of doubt placed in all of your minds so that when I start chopping legs, you don't get mad at me.
No, we fought quite a bit, and hey, at least you woke me up this time.
Yes.
As opposed to last time where you didn't even bother.
Thank you.
Progress.
I'm doing better. I'm sharing.
You saw his shadows not match his body.
Yes.
Did you see anything else?
Nope. Just fire. Nice try, Shagget.
I'm just gonna say, okay. I guess get Cyrano. And I'm gonna tiptoe back to my place, pondering this. I'm gonna also look into the dying light if there is any left, and look suspiciously, but otherwise lay down and go back to sleep.
So you're doing the rinse and repeat with Cyrano?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna move my thing over there, but yeah, I'm gonna go.
Unless Cyrano's not going.
Kick him a little bit.
Easy. Easy. Is it my turn already to watch? All right. Get some rest.
No, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Hold on. Okay, let me just take a sip of my hot cocoa here to wake myself up a little bit more.
There's no time. Smack it out of his hand.
My cocoa!
Shh.
Sorry.
Wake the wizard up. Yep.
Okay, what? Oh, where are we going? You're not like putting me down or anything, are you?
Not yet.
Putting him down. Yeah, euthanasia.
Well, I mean, like, come on, come walk into the dark woods with me over here.
I'm taking you out to the country.
Isn't the moon beautiful up there? Take a look.
Yeah, go look.
Close your eyes.
All right, what do you want? Gosh.
Okay, listen. So I talked to Annie. I talked to Alekma. Mr. Wizard Man over there. Put that.
I have a second one. What? Okay, go. I'm listening.
Mr. Wizard over there is putting off some very evil vibes. The real yucky kind that make Annie go, bleh.
Okay, so you want me to stab him?
No, I want to stab him, but not yet.
So what do you want? What do you want me to do?
I'm just letting you know because I promised I would be more honest with everyone and tell them things.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but that's why I woke you last because this is all you need to know. He's evil. We're questioning everything he does. Annie's gonna keep tabs on it. Alekma's trying to figure out what we can do to get the shard without him and take the next shift, I guess.
Well, what about your devil friend?
What devil friend?
You told me about a devil friend before.
Oh yeah, him.
Could he help? Could he help? Do we need this wizard? Or whoever he is?
He won't help. He said he'll come whenever he decides to come.
Well, doesn't he want you to find the shard?
Yes.
So shouldn't he help?
Well, have you seen his help lately?
I haven't seen him at all. I don't know what he does.
Exactly. His help is just kind of whatever, being around, I guess, watching, making sure we actually defeat the things we're fighting. I don't know what
you don't have a little like devil bell or something you can jingle?
No, I don't have a little devil bell. All I know is
and like the little bell parts of the little pitchfork, you know? Like you know?
Of course. No, I don't have a little devil bell. Okay. I have my keen senses of detect evil, and I have Annie and Alekma working on the project of figure out what the wizard is doing.
Sounds like a crack team.
He's a bad man. And we might have to kill him.
Great. So should I just always walk behind him then, or?
I would just be aware of what he's asking us to do. That's what I told you.
Has he asked us to do anything, really?
No, we're going
what the what?
Wizard friends, but
We saw.
It seems like he's getting us too far off of the path. And we don't think he has any proof that he actually has the shard in some pocket somewhere. We just need to be aware that he might be deterring us, or someone is making him seem like he's deterring us. And I don't really know what that might be. It's not my devil friend.
What even made you think of him like that anyways?
Oh, I told you, the fire demon shadow behind. Did I tell you that? Sorry, I've been saying the story so many times I can't remember.
Did, but it couldn't have just been like a figment of your imagination, maybe? You've been up for a while.
But then I cast Detect Evil on him, Annie detected evil on him, and it's very present. It's there.
Well, maybe he's just an evil guy.
Right. So
that doesn't mean we can't trust him.
Well, it's just like the old lady. We didn't trust her either because we cast it.
Right, and you made me murder her.
I didn't make you murder her. You wanted to murder her.
I thought that was the game plan.
You were excited about it. I saw your eyes and sparkle. When
I
gave you the signal, you went right for the meat.
I go right for the meat.
I go
not much on that one, I could tell you. It was a very bony finish with her.
Gross.
It clattered when I into her. It was not satisfying.
Sorry.
It was like they turned to dust where I came in on her. So what do you want me? What do you want?
So
Nothing.
I'm trying to be honest because everybody wants me to be that for some reason. So I'm just telling you what I saw, what I felt, and what we should do. And be cautious because he might need to go again.
Okay, so can I go back to sleep now?
Yes, but I mean, are you going to take shift? Because I'm really tired.
Okay, so you did wake me up to take the shift.
I mean, that's why I waited to do you last.
Sure, can I...
No, and I snatch it. Drink it right up.
I have a third one.
Oh.
Okay.
So
sure, I'll take watch. I'll make sure to keep an eye out for any devil shadows emanating from behind the wizard.
I mean, you don't have to patronize me, but yes, thank you.
Oh no, I'm just saying I'm on the case, Captain.
Okay, I didn't give you a job, but to watch over us.
Oh, I'm not affiliated at all, huh? No problem. You get some sleep.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Idiot man. I'm gonna go.
Idiot man.
Get some rest.
Okay. Whereabouts are you gonna watch for the rest of the night, then, Mr. Cyrano?
I mean, is there a place around here that kind of has a good vantage point?
Same places. Probably
Where
Britannica
Britannica was?
up
Yeah.
the tree.
All right, I'll climb up and
Okay.
keep an eye out.
All right. Well, the rest of the night goes fairly uneventfully, and early that morning, as the sun begins to rise above the tree line, the first radiance of sunlight bathes down on the campfire. By now, of course, the fire itself is completely out. And everyone is pretty much asleep. Evie wakes up fairly early. Senarin the wizard is still fast asleep, snoring his head off. But under the circumstances, considering the ordeal he's been through, it's not at all surprising. When Evie gets up, she kind of goes over, pokes the fire to kind of find any loose embers, and then slowly grabs a few sticks and start to reassemble the basis of a campfire so that there's something there to utilize to make some form of breakfast if necessary.
I'm not going to get up, but I'm just going to kind of like do a little peek to
Okay.
see what they're up to over there.
All right, yep. Well, you can see
Until
her
everybody else is awake.
messing
I wanna
with the
be
fire.
alone with them.
All right. Other than that, that's about all that's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and pray and get my spells, my new spells.
Okay.
Let's come back over to the party.
All right, so head off or?
Oh, good morning, everybody.
All right, Senarin basically wakes up. Oh. Well, it was nice to actually get a night's sleep. I will say that. Far more comfortable than what I recall the last couple of days being. Would anybody perhaps have anything for breakfast at all?
I have a few rations, I think. We haven't used too much in our... Like, we have that salted stuff, right? Salted meats?
You got some salted pork.
We still have some. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to take that out and using Evie's fire, start cooking it for everybody.
Okay.
Whatever
All
I
right.
had.
Yeah.
Dole
You
it
get a
out.
little char on some of it, and everybody can eat whatever they wish, and, you know.
So, I guess you have a day of traveling ahead of us, huh?
Yes, so I'm very curious to see what it was you were talking about, these horses that I don't seem to see. And my cart, I'm glad to see it's still intact.
I'm going to look at Annie whenever you're ready.
Stilo, come forth.
All right. So you're going to summon forth your steed of justice. Let me steal these here, because that'll make life a little easier for me. Second. Because I got a feeling I'm going to need both of those. Alright. And I'm going to have to size them appropriately. Actually, they're about the right size, so... Okay. Your mighty warhorse is summoned and appears in a puff of logic.
All right, here is Stilo, my beautiful black warhorse. Say hello.
Oh, hello there. You big brute of a thing, you. Well, I suppose we should hook the cart up to it.
Annie, you and I, let's hook the cart up, because I assume you're going to hook me up too, or no? Is that for just one horse?
Do I need two horses? Do we need two horses for this cart? Or is one good?
Oh, one easy, because this is a small... Remember, this cart is like a small personal cart.
Okay.
Like, you can barely fit two people on this. This is not a cart for carrying. It's more like a really crap chariot, is what it is.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna lead Stilo over to the cart.
Okay.
Over here.
Alright. Alrighty.
Beckon Annie over.
All right. Up go, Stilo.
Annie.
Yes.
Well, get over here first.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna shout to you.
Hello. I
got a secret.
Do you still think the wizard's evil? I do!
That's
So-
crazy, right?
While Annie hitches the cart, I'm just gonna be like, you're better versed in this stuff than I am. Is there a way we could test the wizard without overtly attacking him, or, you know?
What?
Is there a way we could test the wizard?
Oh. Yes. There is. And I'm going to look around and take out my canteen, and I'm going to empty it. And I'm going to cast create water. Is that, hold on. Basically, I'm going to make some holy water, Gore,
Okay.
and put it in the canteen.
Well, I mean, you can bless the water, so you don't really have to...
Sorry. That's
You
what
don't
it
have to
is.
dump out your water and summon more, but...
I don't know.
But if that's what you want to
I
do...
like that better. That's what I do. I dump it out and I summon.
Summon
blessed
5 gallons of water for your water fast.
You don't have that stale canteen water. You need the fresh stuff. It's its turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back as 5 gallons of water pours onto the ground.
Splosh.
Yeah.
See the wizard go, oh,
Just
I was rather thirsty.
Okay. I don't know what you're doing.
well. Isn't it true that if someone evil drinks holy water, something bad will happen?
I don't know.
I've never actually tested this before. This will be interesting.
I mean, I can make good berries,
I
but
hope
those
it's not
don't
a
have
rum.
that property.
Okay. Well, let's find out.
Right
Wizard?
now?
Yeah, I got you.
I'm just gonna.
Got you some water, wizard.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna fake.
wizard!
Hey, wizard, drink this
Wizard.
water from my canteen. No suspicion.
It's not
whatsoever.
magically enhanced to detect evil or anything.
I got you some pork and I got you some water. Here you go.
Okay. Well, he's already munching on the pork. He's, oh, thank you. And he takes the canteen and has a good drink of it. Oh, this is very delicious.
Oh.
Very, very clean. Must be a natural spring around somewhere.
It's a river right over there.
Oh, it's very, very pleasant tasting for river water. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Oh, and then before he realizes he's starting to drink more than he probably should, he passes the canteen off to Evie, and she takes it and takes a couple of swips and hands it back to you.
Cool. I'm just gonna put it back and just look at Alikma and go.
So I don't see like sizzling coming out.
Snakes
Like,
coming
No,
nose.
he doesn't suddenly scream.
Melt.
It's not like he's drinking acid.
It's not like Supernatural where they just automatically react to it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, okay.
It's a slow burn, so it's gonna take a while. He's gonna have bad indigestion later.
He'll burp later and say, "There, see."
Got it.
Demon! I'm just gonna. All right. Cyrano, can I get aboard?
Sure. Yeah, well, yeah. I was thinking if I should.
Alright, so are you just going with Stilo and the incredibly small cart?
No, I'm gonna cast Longstrider on myself again, and turn into a light horse, basically.
Oh, sweet. I'm getting on Shagget.
Get on.
Right.
Oh!
Ding!
Oh, hold on, I got
Sorry. Okay. Okay, so Cyrano is going to ride the Shagget. What's everybody else doing for the mode of transport?
With the wizard and Evie on the cart, right? You said 2 people can fit?
Just about 2 of them could fit on the cart, yep.
And then Annie and I.
I mean, there's not a lot of room on the cart, but there's enough room on the cart.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do our other setup with them on the cart and head the way the wizard wants.
Okay. Oh. And alrighty, so basically, get on the cart, girlfriend. Okay, so you're all going to kind of head up to the main road. And with that, you turn to your right and follow the road in the direction of Gartland. Okay. Well, obviously, for a good while, you are traveling through predominant forest, as well you know. Hence the fact that it's a forest road. First couple of hours, the wizard is just sitting there and quietly trudging along, and Evie is kind of watching the wilderness and making random comments about the wildlife and the fauna and that sort of thing. Anybody have any particular questions or anything you want to throw at any of them as you travel, or are you content to just make good time?
I'm just gonna whisper to Annie, like, anything? Are we getting anything off of him? Like every 15
I'm
minutes.
just shush, I haven't done it yet.
Periodically, Annie's turning around going,
Gonna be reminding her to check is all I'm gonna say.
he's like, what are you doing? Nothing.
Drink this again.
I'm a horse, so I have no questions.
Yeah, you're kind of,
Horses have lots of questions.
And I was told to pretty much stay out of it, so I don't have anything to say.
yeah, I mean, you know, a horse is a horse, of course, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. All right. It is about midday in that case. as you are continuing along the forest road, making your way in the world today. It takes everything you got. But, yep. It's a fairly... I mean, the road is very well traveled, so it's a smooth road, even though it is a forest road. Periodically, you kind of over a root or something like that that's started to rise and cut through the surface of the smoothed dirt road. But other than that, it is pretty well traveled and no problems. As I said, it's about midday-ish. However, I'm not going to make anybody roll for this because it's pretty apparent. As you sort of start getting up, ahead of you on the left-hand side of the road, you can see a fair amount of dirt has been disturbed. Like clumps of dirt have been like dug up out of the ground, and there appears to be some fairly fresh bloodstains on the road itself. You can also see what appears to be a large piece of torn turquoise blue silk laying on the ground.
Oh no.
Okay, I think since I'm close to it, I'd probably hop off
Okay.
and check it out.
All right. What do you doing regarding looking at it? What's your thought process?
I want to see if I can recognize like what pieces are here. I guess like if it looks like animal fur or human
What kind
bits.
of chunks?
Okay.
Yeah. What chunks are we looking at here?
Identify chunks.
What kind of chunks?
Yeah.
Kind of bits of chunky monkey do we have? All right. In that case, if you're going to do that, you can either use knowledge nature, which would be probably good for the whole animal-y thing.
Okay.
I think that'd probably be the most applicable for what it is you're trying to ascertain at the moment.
Okay. I got a whole points in that, so not many, but a few.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing here. I mean, obviously, there's that turquoise piece of silk. But there's nothing necessarily here that would lead you to understand specifically was this an animal and certainly what kind of animal.
Okay. I'll just pick up the blue silk and just...
This is on the ground?
Okay. What's all that mess? What's all that?
I don't know. Bits, chunks.
Gross.
Yeah, gross. I don't know. I didn't really look gross. I didn't want to look
The
at it.
chunks
that
are
close.
more like disturbed dirt, like there was a scuffle or something happened here.
Okay.
It's not chunks of meat or flesh.
Oh, okay.
Just to clarify, I suddenly realized I think you were taking that to mean something I didn't mean it
I
to mean.
was,
So.
yes.
Bunch of
Okay.
meat bits.
Yes.
I don't know. Look, there's a fight of some sort here, and this is all the evidence of it I can really find.
Lead out? Does it lead out anywhere?
Yeah, a trail or anything? Could you see
Is there a trail? Does it go somewhere, Gore?
If you don't, well, you don't have tracking, do you?
I don't think
no.
so. What is that?
Last
under?
time you guys
Survival?
utilized EV skills for that. If you want
Okay.
to.
Oh, Evie! My best buddy. Can you check this out, please?
Oh, certainly. And she jumps off and scurries over and does the once around and bends down and takes a good look. Okay. She says, well, there's definitely a couple of blood trails. She says, it looks like something was killed here and dragged into the woods. Right here on this side, on the left. Kind of like what we found near that old abandoned hut where we found that old lady that unfortunately met her demise.
All right, we
Be a deer with a blue scarf? Winter.
Okay, she says, looking down, she says, I don't see any animal tracks. These all look like boot prints to me.
Well, my idea was way cuter anyway.
A deer that's bouncing around with a blue turquoise scarf on.
So you're saying it looks the exact same as the other one? That's
Well, not necessarily. It looks like a couple of creatures or people met their demise here and were dragged off into the woods. By the footprints that you can see that stomped all through the bloodstains here, as I said, it looks like heavy boot prints. I don't see any animal tracks.
I'd like to see if maybe someone's... We don't have to go too far, but I'd like to bury a body if there's one. I'd hate for them to not have a proper burial.
We could certainly track into the woods and see if we can follow the blood trail, if that's what you'd like. Of course, as dense as these trees are, I don't see those large horses in that cart going very far.
Can I, guys? Please?
What?
You want to just go
Just
in
a
there?
little. I just need to... I'll just go in, a few miles.
A few miles randomly off into the woods. I'll be
like
back before
100
nightfall.
feet in, just to double check. If there's a body, I'd like to bury it. If
Sure,
it seems way
it's-
too difficult, then we could just keep going.
Why not? Let us check.
I knew you were good, Cyrano.
Okay, so
of
you-
course
do you
I am.
wanna-
Why wouldn't I be?
Quickly, then, if we're gonna do that, please.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off and see where. Evie,
Alright, so you
there's a
wanna
trail.
go off into the woods with Evie?
Yeah, just
oh,
wait
he's gonna go
here.
with her. Okay.
You want any backup or anything?
Yes, one
Yes.
person.
All right, I'm already off the horse. I'll go.
All
I'll
right,
follow
okay.
as well.
So Evie starts to follow the tracks into the woods, and you guys are going with her. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not really so much tracking as
With
much
the
like I'm on the
party.
lookout for anything else tracking us.
Okay. Okay, so you're actually kind of watching the back to make sure nothing's coming up behind you or...
Yeah, I'm on security
Okay,
detail.
I gotcha. All right. Okay, so they disappear off into the woods. Britannica and Alekma Horse. So Britannica, you can kind of hear right behind you. And the wizard is just strumming his fingertips on the edge of the cart.
Could you stop that, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I want to be able to hear my friends scream in the woods.
Oh, I do understand. I just feel a bit out of sorts, that's all, being out here all alone in the wilderness without any of my normal defenses.
Well, lucky for you, you're not alone. There's me and this horse. So,
No, and from what I understand, you're quite capable warriors, aren't you? After all, you did rescue me from, by all accounts, devils and ogres, so that's nice. Very nice to know.
yep. I'm going to scoot further up on the horse, just trying to get away from him. Don't want your small talk, little sir.
Okay. All right. So Evie continues to follow the tracks. You guys they've been gone about a good 10 minutes. And Lekwa Horse is down here like casting shade.
No. I'm eating some grass along the side of the road and side-eyeing the wizard, see if he does anything with his hands that I find suspicious.
No, not really. He's really just fiddling around uncomfortably. When he's told to stop strumming, now he's sitting there doing like playing with his thumbs. All right, you continue to follow the trails into the woods, and eventually Evie kind of puts a hand up and indicates to stop, and then she kind of like goes like and points into the distance. Then she kind of looks at Annie and goes, and then she skulks quietly forward through the undergrowth, being fairly quiet as she
Okay.
heads off by herself.
Uh-oh. Can we
Um,
still see her?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. You just gonna stay put?
Yeah, I think that's what... Is that what she said? Stay put? I don't know.
Yeah.
You make what you want out of the hand gestures that she did.
I stay put. That's what I
Okay.
think was happening.
Right, eventually she kind of skirts around, and then you see her like edge into a very small clearing that you can't really kind of see into. She kind of stops, and after about 2 minutes, she comes to the edge of the clearing, crouched down, and beckons you forward.
Okay, coming.
Right. Oh, yeah. Follow up still.
Okay. Once you get up there, she kind of like again indicates to be quiet, and hiding at the edge of the clearing, pointing at into the center, you can see what appears to be 2 mutilated humanoid bodies, one of which is wearing what looks like turquoise clothing of some kind, no doubt containing the rest of the items of clothing that you found the original piece. And then next to there is what appears to be kind of a man wearing, like, again, hacked and butchered leather armor that's kind of dismembered. One of his arms is actually dislodged from his body and laying about 3 feet away from it, and it's still clutching what looks like a hand axe. And she says, whatever it was came out of the woods and claimed these 2 and drug them back here for... Well, and she starts looking, she says, doesn't look like they've been eaten. So I don't think it was animals. And I don't see any small gnaw marks or anything from any of the woodland animals, so I would gather it was fairly recent.
Oh no, okay, we need to go back to the party quickly and tell them what we see.
Okay. He kind of gives them a once over. She says, there's no valuables of any kind.
Oh, good. That was my next question.
She says she kind of picks up an empty leather purse. She says, there was a purse here, but obviously they took the contents of that. And this...
Surely they didn't do this for coin.
This rucksack's empty as well. And she kind of picks it up and tips it upside down.
Okay. Let's go back quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back. And not go in there.
Alright, yeah, so she comes back and clambers back up on the back of the cart and just says to Senna, and she says, it appears a couple of travellers met their demise on the road. Looks like some ruffians or something ambushed them and killed them in the woods. Took everything they had. Oh dear, that's not very good. This road was always a safe road as far as I remember. And with the road wardens travelling up and down, I'm rather surprised anybody would be bold enough to ambush people on this journey. This way, fare through.
Yes, it looked fairly recent too, so I didn't want to go in there and bury the bodies in case they were still around. I feel bad though.
Oh, did you want to bury them? I mean, I don't suppose it matters if we take another hour or so.
Don't you think this?
Me and Evie could just stay here, and you could all go off into the woods and bury them, and we'll guard the carts.
I think it's best we all stick together at this point.
Uh-huh.
So we'll just move along since we can't do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me just say a prayer over the blood.
A prayer over the blood, not the bodies, just the blood.
Good old-fashioned blood prayer.
Yeah.
Close enough. Most part of them.
Blood ritual, never hurt anybody.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'll do that and come back.
Okay. All right. And clamber back up on your horse. Oh, you decided you're gonna ride. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was just thinking. Oh, you're gonna ride Shagget and leave poor old Cyrano alone in the woods.
Oh, I thought we were just getting.
Bye, Cyrano. Enjoy feasting on the corpses. Okay. Well, after that, is there anything else anybody wants to do here, or you just want to move along?
It's going to continue on.
Heck out.
All right. Okay. Good deal. Well, another good few hours will pass. Let me go ahead and capture you guys again. All right, so eventually the road is beginning to kind of slowly curve to the right. Now, the entire time you've heard the very faint, periodically kind of on and off, the very faint running of water to your east and to your right. So obviously there's a river that you're following, but in relation to where the river was before at the campsite and where you're traveling, it's perfectly, it makes perfect sense that the river is over that way somewhere. And based on the twists and the turns of the winds of the road and the river itself, sometimes it's further away, sometimes it comes back closer. All right. Everybody keeps on traveling forward. Let's see. Shagget.
Yep.
I want the Shagget horse to give me a dice roll. And I want it to give me a knowledge nature roll.
Okay.
It's my favorite sushi order. I'll have the knowledge nature roll, thank you.
Yep, I like the volcano knowledge nature roll that has the spicy sauce on top.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So Shagget horse.
Yes.
Periodically, you are feeling through your hooves faint tremors in the ground.
Are they Tremors? From the movie Tremors?
They grab boys.
That movie.
Does it feel? Can I tell direction? Like, is it coming in front of us, behind us? Or is that kind of impossible to discern?
The source, 17. The source is ahead of you, but you don't know how far with the 17.
Okay.
The shock. You can feel the tremor waves are coming towards you.
Okay, and how many? So, my wild shape lasts for 7 hours. I would have to redo it. How close to the end are we from the traveling we've been doing?
Fairly close, because you've been traveling all morning. It's now mid-afternoon, so assuming you hit the road, so let's just say hypothetically it was 7 when you got 7, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, mid-afternoon. Yeah, you're probably coming right to the end of it.
Okay, so I'm going to stop and kind of shimmy a little bit so Cyrano gets the message that, gets a message. I don't know what message he derives from it, but
Yeah,
that's what I do.
What does a shimmying horse mean?
Yeah, you gotta go, bud. You can just go. Isn't that what horses do?
So I kind of hop up on my front two feet to kind of buck backwards.
Whoa!
But now I fully...
Whoa! Oh, whoa! Then.
What?
Turn it down a little bit.
Whoa! Okay. Are you stopping?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
stopped.
he stopped.
What's going on over there?
He's a little out of control here. I
Get
guess
him under control.
I guess my animal handling. I'm gonna get spares if you don't calm down next time.
Are you okay?
All right,
Spares.
so I'm just going to wild shape back to my human form.
On top of you.
with him still on top of me.
Ow, my rump.
So does
That's
he
what
like?
he would say, I think.
Is he on my shoulders now, or does he
No,
just
I
fall
fall
off?
off.
Like a piggyback ride.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of like. It depends. You tell me. Does your wild shape kind of just go poof and you're back like in a
No,
puff of
I
smoke?
like to think.
Animorph style.
I like
Or
to
does
think
it kind of
a-
like a?
Ew, or is it some really graphic, like your bones break and shift into a horse? 'Cause that's gross.
You know,
Like
a la
Animorph
American
style.
Werewolf in London.
I
yeah,
style.
like sinew crack, like as you grotesquely
It takes
form into
5
a
minutes
horse.
of agonizing
Ah,
transformation.
yeah.
I like to think that my front two legs turn into my arms as I start rising upwards.
Okay, there we go.
So
In that
Okay,
case,
so-
then initially, yes, he's going to be on your back until you start to stand up, and then he slides off.
All right. Well, okay. Hey,
What
we need some sort of a signal for that or something.
I shimmied and tried to buck you.
I didn't know if you just got spooked by a snake or something. That happens with horses.
I have a snake around my neck at all times.
Okay, but that's a snake you know. What about the snake you don't know?
Stranger snake.
It's a stranger
Look,
danger
it
snake.
it was getting close to my reapplication, and I.
Is that a weird way to say something else?
I just want to say,
Uh,
I felt vibrations in the ground.
were they good vibrations?
You were gonna ask that, Matt.
Of
I
course.
just knew it.
Too easy. You teed it right up for me, buddy.
I think something is approaching us from in front of us.
Oh. All right.
Oh, we should go into the
Something
forest. Get off the
big?
road.
Well, if it was trimmering the ground, I would assume it's probably pretty large.
Like other horses.
It could be the horses. Is
We
that a
need to get
horsey
off the
sense you
road,
have?
quickly.
Oh, right.
Hey,
Oh,
okay.
There's
Okay.
no getting the. I mean, you can pull off to the side of the road, but as dense
we
as these
unhitch
trees are, there's
the
no
horse?
getting that cart into the trees, and
we
you would
unhitch
be
the horse?
struggling to get Stilo into the trees as well. Past
Yeah,
maybe
fine.
just like into the very front parts of the trees.
Make him disappear.
Yeah, I'm gonna dismiss him for now
Okay.
and
Everyone hide.
jump to the side.
what about the cart?
We will
Put him in
So
the
you
car.
do that,
much
and
as
suddenly
we
the
can.
cart just goes, poof,
Yeah.
and the wizard goes, oh, and almost tumbles out the front.
So sorry, Cyrano. I mean, that's her
Centerind.
name. Centerind. We need to get off the road real quick. We hear something coming big. And
Britannica, help me move the cart.
Yes,
I'm gonna,
okay.
with her
Can I-
help, lift
can I-
it.
Chop like a couple branches off to like with my axe and kind of push them on top of it to mask it a little bit.
It'll take you a little while. Depends on how quick you want to get
Are there
out,
any
get to
branches
cover.
just around?
Yeah, again, but it's a large cart. You know, if you're trying to cover it so that it's not visible.
Not
To any-
totally, just a little bit. Like if there's a wheel, I'm just like kind of like a couple little branches here, a couple there.
Can I turn back to a human?
I've turned you back to a human.
Didn't you already? Oh, you mean on the?
Oh, I am I not on the right map?
Yeah, I don't see you as a human either. I'm still on your back as a horse.
Yeah,
Oh, hold on. Did I not?
I'm
I
still-
apologize. I didn't move you guys over. There.
Here we go.
Kind of
Okay.
like Cyrano on my
So
back.
you've kind of pulled the cart to the edge of the road. I mean, you can't get it into the trees by any means.
Leave it here. Maybe they'll think it's abandoned.
Do we want them thinking that? Because they might take it.
Well, if they take it, then we'll be like, hey, no, stop, don't take it.
I'm gonna walk over and kick it a little bit.
What is that gonna do?
Make it look more abandoned.
I put branches on it.
Well, just more abandoned. Ha!
I'm gonna give it a little kick just on the side of it.
Break
But,
it.
Centering
and
is
then-
like,
Screw
easy
it
now.
off.
That's my cart.
Shut up.
Get in the woods, hide. Everyone.
Yeah,
I'm hiding.
I'm gonna get in the woods on the side of the wizard that we don't trust. You guys are going to the left.
Okay.
I want to be near him.
Yeah, don't trust him. I don't want to be near him.
Yeah.
But maybe he'll do
All
something.
right, I moved over to your side too.
Sus. All right,
All
yeah.
right. Okay. And y'all wait poised with bated breath, watching down the road to see what may be coming. Alright, the tremors kind of continue for maybe a couple of minutes, but they slowly start to subside, and they get less and less and less and less. And then they're gone. Like, nothing happened. Nothing showed up. Nothing bad occurred.
Great.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out into the road, looking north, I guess.
All right.
Do you not know if they're coming towards us
You
or
peer
away from
all
us?
the way down the road as far as you can. Can't see any sign of anything down there.
But we all heard it, right?
No, only you felt it.
No.
Oh, only I felt it initially. I mean,
Only you felt it, period.
Weird.
so I continue to feel it while humanoid again.
Yeah.
Get closer and then vanish. Can I get a sense of how far I thought it was?
Not
like a-
really, no.
So all
I
these
mean-
guys felt nothing.
It was very, very faint. Without knowing the size of what it was causing it, it's hard to know how close it may have been in relation to you. But the fact is you felt it, so it couldn't have been very far away, whatever it was.
All right. It just sort of stops.
Fly up there and go see what it was.
Fly up. You're the one with the wings.
I'll be spotted. You'll be a bird.
If I turn into a bird, I can't turn into a horse again. There are limits to my abilities. I'm not an angel. I give you a look.
Right, but I'm a huge angel. I don't want to get seen by whatever giant thing is over there.
So this vibrations, it just stopped, or did it fade away?
It faded away.
Okay.
Your best guess was initially it was coming towards you, and then you kind of felt the shifting, and it probably shifted off to the east.
Okay, so I'm just gonna turn to center and be like, is there another road further north of here that goes another direction?
Not for quite some way. I would
But
say
east-
at the speed we've been traveling, we'll probably get to the edge of the forest and the beginning of the cliffs, probably no later than mid-evening, I would suppose. But there's no other actual road close by.
And east of here is that river we've been hearing.
Yes.
So maybe whatever we heard, whatever I felt, or whatever, went to the river.
What exactly did you feel?
Like a procession. My guess would be horses coming the other way, people coming south.
Perhaps something looking for us. No? Perhaps something looking for you? Any of you?
Why would they be looking for us?
I don't know. I don't
All
know
right.
much about you. I'm just asking the question.
Do other people know you're out here?
Well, I didn't think that you knew I was out here. I didn't think that devils and ogres knew I was out here, but they found me and you found me, so how did you know my whereabouts? How did they know my whereabouts? I am, after all, a fairly well-known individual here in Aldersea. It's entirely probable that others may be looking for me for various different reasons. Not entirely sure why these devils accosted me in the first place. Unless it is, of course, as we suspected, to try to get their hands on the shard, or at the very least to stop you getting to me.
I worry it was more ogres, more devils. I mean, those devils were quite tall, and they had hoof feet.
Really want me to fly over there and see if I can see anything?
Not necessarily.
Well, I'll go invisible.
Well, I don't know how far north it was, and we need to go that way anyway.
All right, then back into horse you go.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I'm just summoning my horse.
You call your horse?
Sounds like meow.
Oh, you know, all I heard was Elo.
I heard yo. I was like, that's a cool ass way to call your horse.
Are you horsing back up?
I guess so. I'd rehorse with another Longstrider spell cast on me.
Oh god, I can't watch this. It's sickening.
Get on my fours and.
In pain.
All right. Incidentally, you really, just because I think you probably would not want to waste spell slots, Longstrider is fairly pointless because you're pulling the cart.
Well, I'm not pulling the cart.
No, but you
he's-
were using the Longstrider so that
To keep up with
Stilo
the
could
pace.
go at a gallop, and you
Yeah.
could keep up with Stilo.
Well,
Stilo can't go at a gallop while pulling the cart. If he
Fair
did,
enough.
there would be nothing left of that cart by now. So you probably don't need the Longstrider spells to be cast in conjunction with your transformation, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I mean, because
By all means, cast it if you want. I'm just saying it wouldn't be necessary, and you may be burning spell slots, so you don't necessarily need to burn.
well, I will cast it for this session just
Okay.
because I've decided I would. So,
Okay.
and maybe I need to go really fast with Cyrano to get away from these bad guys.
All right. Okay, so you guys are going to head northwards and continue on your merry way. All right, so all of you guys, let's see. Yeah, every one of you can give me a spot check. Before you roll it, however, the DC will be a 20.
Okay.
20 or higher, or you have to roll a natural 20.
20 or higher.
All right.
Oh, well, Tanica got it.
I did it.
Alekma did. And
Ooh.
so basically everybody except Annie. And the other two would have no reason to see anything but a couple of times, like flying overhead, like crossing the road just at tree level, like it comes down to tree level and swoops in over the tree level across the road, you see a very familiar looking large owl.
Oh, it's an owl! I'm sorry, I attacked you.
Don't hit him this time.
I'm a horse, you know.
Yep.
So when I do see it, I'm gonna.
Wait, Cyrano, did you see that?
Yeah, I did actually.
It's just like, it's like just out of nowhere, you suddenly see it like swoop down at a low level in front of you, like just at the height of the treetop. So it doesn't like dive down into the trees, but goes straight across you. And you do see it a couple of times. Like you're traveling, and then about 10, 15 minutes later, you see it again, the same owl.
Do you think that's our little...
Alekma's thinking, I'll get you this time, you bastard.
No, what I'm actually gonna do is saddle up next to Stilo and the horse, kind of grab any free cloth on Britannica and tug a little bit with my teeth.
Okay.
Stop, what are you doing? This is silk. Ugh. God. Yes, I see it. I see it. Cyrano, Annie, do you see what Alec was clearly trying to get me to notice?
I'm gonna hop.
The owl?
Yes, the owl.
I said I saw it already.
Yes, Annie, respond.
I don't see anything.
Oh, right there, look, right in front of your face. I'm gonna like hold her face, like just like aiming her towards it,
Alright.
because I'm behind her.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't see it. As I said, it only buzzed across a couple of times, and it only probably takes it about 2 seconds to cross the road, so...
I think that's our little owl friend, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your cloth again, yank
Stop.
once more, and then do a little hop, like a little jumpy jump.
Okay, do you want me to stop? Do you want us to stop? What is that? Yes, the owl, we see you. Stop for the owl. Tug once for stop. Tug twice for go.
I'm going to. I mean, how much taller is Britannica on the horse than my face? Basically?
Oh, way up there. First of all, Stilo is a hell of a big horse, so he's probably several hands above you anyway. And then Britannica's sitting up on top of him, and she's 7 foot plus, so her head is like way up here to where your head is. I mean, if you lift your head up, you can probably get to like, you know, where her legs and waist and stuff are, but you're not getting up to her head.
I don't want to get to her. I want to get to her back, where.
Okay.
I want to kind of like launch myself off my front 2 feet and smack her with my snout and mane on her back.
Head.
And like hit her back. And then I'm gonna hop again.
Okay. Yeah, when you do that, Stilo kind of like will shimmy and the whole cart will like go and kind of ruck a bit.
Like horse fight me. I don't understand.
Ceren's like, what's going on? What's all this trouble?
Do you want me
What's
to
the
fly,
matter?
boy? Do you want me to fly? Okay. Okay. Fine. And I'm gonna tell Annie to stop. Just give me a second here, and I'm gonna slide off the horse.
Okay.
What do you want me to do when I get up there? Just turn into an owl? That's your job.
I'm gonna give Annie and Cyrano like a sideways glance. Like a fleeting.
How a horse does that, like.
You guys have any ideas? Do I need to just go fly around and try to catch an owl? Is that what you
Sideways
need to do?
glances from an animal that has its eyes on the side of the head.
That's the only kind of glance.
I take out my owl whistle. This will be better.
Oh my god.
Do you have one?
No.
This whole time?
Woo!
I'll just get up there and do it. Okay, I'm gonna wing up and I'm gonna try to fly in the direction I saw an owl go, I guess. Not too far from them, but just
Okay. So you kind of like fly up into the air and hover around looking for owls. Okay. All right. Yep. You can actually see quite a few birds, like hovering around above the woods in various different circles, but that's not uncommon considering most of them are like, you know,
being birds.
predatory birds and hawks and falcons and stuff like that. And again, as it's starting to begin to get a little darker, there's several different, you know, predatory night birds that are floating around. Periodically, though, you do see what you think to be the owl, like doing big, wide circles.
Okay, I'm gonna go fly.
Like, it's not staying very close to you, it's kind of doing much wider kind of area sweeps.
I'm gonna fly over to it and I'm just gonna be like, hoo, hoo, hoo,
Okay.
and wave a little bit at it.
It continues to do what it was doing. It doesn't stop mid-air, because first of all, it's an owl. It can't. And it
I
can't
catch up
speak
to
to
it?
you, so it just continues to fly.
Can I catch up to it and like try to get it?
You want to try to catch it?
I want to try to catch this owl.
Okay. It will actively attempt not to be grappled.
I would imagine.
So if you're going to try to
What
snatch
is
this owl
happening over here?
mid-air,
Oh, like he wants this owl as a pet. I'm gonna get
you're going to have to
it.
make a grappling check.
Okay. That's on the first page, right?
Uh-huh. First they throw a spear at it. Now they're trying to... Oh, my good God.
Oh my lord.
Oh, wow.
Give me that owl. I don't know why I want this, but I do.
All right, you swoop down and snatch the owl in midair. It is fluttering its wings and it is letting out loud screeches in protest and trying to turn its head to bite your hands.
Quiet. I'm gonna fly back to Elecma as fast as I can. Shh. Hush. It's okay.
All right, you come swooping down. You guys will hear the owl screeching and making a hell of a racket as you see Britannica come flying down from out of the sky, like gripping hold of this large barn owl type thing, like clutching it.
I got your owl.
Okay. What do you want to do
Wow.
with your newfound owl?
I'm just holding it out to the Elecma horse. Just like, here, what do I do? It's so big. It's so rough.
Britannica!
What?
It's choking it.
I'm not. I've got it by the wings. It's
Okay.
fine. It's
All
like
right.
biting me.
Cor, this is a little complicated. My
Okay.
question to you. all
Yeah,
right?
tell me about it.
I have so my sixth level feat I took was nature spell, which allows me to cast spells in my wild shape form.
Okay.
You know, within reason. One of the spells I have is speak with animals.
Okay.
I'm a horse. Can I cast the spell and talk to the owl?
He
How
only
would that work?
understands.
Would it work?
It does not specify that. As long as, so basically, technically, as long as what you are transformed into has vocal cords and the ability to make noise, yeah, it'll work.
So I'll be a horse that sounds like an owl, basically.
I mean, it's going to sound pretty weird, yeah, because you're... But it's no different than the horse sounding like an owl than it would have been a person sounding like an owl.
That's true.
It's magic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a magic thing. So as long as you can cast the spell while in horse shape, a horse does have vocal cords and the ability to make audible sounds, I would say you can do that.
Yeah, verbal. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I was waiting for him to go...
No, I'm not gonna.
Bite it.
No.
Oh,
but
I thought it was an apple.
so
Do something. Hurry.
so you guys are gonna hear the horse go ooh ooh, and basically I'm gonna ask the question, Tristan, are you Tristan?
He's these weird
Are
guys.
you that weird friend of ours that's been with us? That's what I'm asking the owl. Tristan?
Okay. See. Okay. Yep, the owl says, I think so. Can you tell this crazed monstrosity to let me go? He's ruffling my feathers. It's gonna make it's gonna make it very difficult for me to fly. It's gonna damage my aerodynamics.
Will you accept my apology for throwing a spear at you earlier, like a week ago?
I'm still recovering from that. I don't quite know what I deserve to do that. I mean, I helped you out earlier, and I've been watching over you, and I tried to warn you. I tried to fly in and warn you that there were some horrible wolves coming, and what did you do? You threw a spear at me. Threw a bloody spear at me.
It was a mistake. We thought you were a part of the wolf pack attacking us. I apologize.
Come on,
I
you're a
wanted to
druid.
apologize.
How many times have you seen a wolf pack working in conjunction with a bloody owl? What do you
I've been-
think? The owl is a hired help? This
We've
is
been-
bizarre.
We've been fighting devils. We've been fighting demons and things. We
Yes,
don't
yes,
know
all
what's
that
our
makes
friends.
perfect sense. But an owl working in cooperation with a wolf
We don't
pack?
know who to trust. I'm sorry. Ooh, ooh. I'm really sorry. I've wanted to apologize for a very long time. And she grabs you just so I could do that. Also, one other thing.
You've got a very weird way of showing friendship, you people, that's for sure. First you throw a spear at me, and then in order to make an apology, you come zooming out of the sky, manhandle me, drag me down against my will. I've lost 3 or 4 frigging feathers on the way down here. This is preposterous.
We can heal you. We can heal you.
I
Also,
can heal myself. It just
Is
takes
this-
time.
is this center and evil? That's the problem.
What do you mean he's center and evil? Of course he's not evil. He's the
We-
neutral one. He's the one that covers the balance.
But so the lady who grabbed you and the paladin has cast a spell on him and deduced that he is reeking of horribleness.
Okay,
And it's
maybe
thrown
he's
us-
become evil then. I don't know. Is that him? Where is he?
Ooh, over there. Ooh.
The one in the cart?
Oh, the man in the cart.
Oh. Never seen him in person. Doesn't look very powerful. Doesn't look like a great and
Well,
Impressive wizard?
He lost his book and his staff.
Oh, I see.
And he said the shard to the Godstone is in a pocket dimension.
Oh, very clever. Very smart indeed. Good place to keep something so powerful in a nice, safe dimensional pocket.
I really am sorry. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me.
Yes, all right, fine. You're forgiven. Now just get this oaf to let me go.
Well, can you turn into a person we could talk in our human shapes?
Not at the moment, no. If I do, I won't be able to turn back into an owl, and that's not going to do me any good.
Fair enough, but you're here to help us, right? You're not going to, like, turn evil again?
Well, I'll be honest, I hadn't altogether decided. I mean, I was kind of keeping an eye on you, but then I thought to myself, yeah, but if I actually do fly down and get too close to try to tell them anything or warn them, I'll probably get another spear up my backside for the trouble.
I will never throw another spear at an owl again, I promise you. We will never attack you again. I regret it, and I was chastised from it. They all attacked me because of it. So just stop struggling, and I'll, I guess, bite her wrist or something so she'll let go. Deal?
Yes, fine. Just...
So I'm going to saunter over there and latch on to Britannica's hand, like her wrist, where she's holding the owl.
Okay.
And get her to, like, jerk that hand away. And then
I'm gonna let go of it. I'm gonna smack the horse in the face.
Okay. You let go of the owl and it goes like, and like flutters its feathers to kind of put them back in conjunction, and then like scoops back up into the air, letting out a couple of loud screech, 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 which Shagget hears to say, "To hell with you people! You're all crazy!"
Alekma, oh my goodness! Why would you bite me? Bad horse, bad.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna and saunter back.
A vote of inspiration has gone on, and it passed.
Yay!
So Shaggy,
Yes.
you have got an inspiration point awarded you by chat for your bizarre behavior when turning into a horse. So let me go ahead.
Druids are fucking weird. Never again.
See, where's my inspirations? Here we go. Nope, that's not him. Where's the inspiration? Tell me I forgot to put him on here.
Horsey, here's a who.
Horsey, here's a
Horsey, here's a who.
Here's a
We need that book cover.
title of this episode for sure.
You know, I might have forgot to put the inspiration points on when I remade the overlay.
We get them so
I honestly think I
sparingly.
had one. I just never used it, so it's all good though.
No, I did have one and I used it. So
Yeah,
that's
I don't remember using mine, but
the natural 20s.
fine with just having one. I really.
Oh, no, there they are. Okay, poof, there you go. There you go. There's your little light bulb. You have an inspiration point.
Cool.
It was unanimously carried, so congrats. Well done.
you guys
Enjoy.
You guys are a thing.
Okay. Horsey says, horsey hoo-ha. Okay, yep. The owl is fluttered off into the sky.
Well, I think that was worth it.
I'm just gonna, and then just start walking again. But I'm gonna nod my head a little bit.
I hate Alekma as a horse. I'm gonna quickly climb back onto the other horse.
The Alekma horse sucks.
I'll put my wings away.
Okay. You travel on for another good hour to 2 hours. It's beginning to start to get dark. But you do actually see the owl a couple more times. It doesn't get quite as close this time as it did last time. It stays a little further away, but you do get to see it kind of swooping across in slow arcs, letting you know that it's still out there. After, as I said, another couple of hours, you slowly begin to see that the tree line becomes more and more thin and scarce. Go ahead and pop you guys on here. And then I'll move you over. All right. But yeah, as I said, the tree line starts to get scarcer and scarcer. And as evening begins to set, you slowly emerge from the other side of the large forest that you've been traveling through for the best part of 2 days now. To the right, you can kind of see cliff faces and rock, and you can still hear the faint running of a stream, although it sounds a little faster and more aggressive now than it did before. Out to the left are large, open expanse of plains. And you suddenly are aware of the owl once again flying in your direction. This time it is making a beeline directly for you and getting real low with its wings swooped back like it's fixing to dive bomb you.
I'm ducking because I think it's going to come for me.
Yeah.
I'm just
Get
gonna
away!
plant my hooves and let it happen. If he's dive bombing me, I'll take it.
Put out your arm,
I'm
Annie,
holding
like
my
this.
arms out to catch him.
No, like this.
Okay. He comes down incredibly close, but doesn't hit anybody, but like buzzes right over Alekma Horse's head and in front of Cyrano's face. And then he kind of arcs up to go over Stilo's head and right across, like banks right across in front of Annie's face. As he does so both times, he lets out a loud screech right in front of Alekma and another one right in front of Stilo and Annie.
Is that a warning cry? Can I discern desperation in the voice? I mean, I don't have the spell anymore. But...
No, but you can give me a knowledge nature.
All right.
Because you know.
I mean, because that's an odd behavior, right? For
yeah, I mean, of course, not an actual owl. He's
true.
um.
13. Ooh.
So in nature, it is probably the sort of behavior that an owl would do to maybe try to frighten frighten predators away from its nest and stuff like that.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of dark out, right? A little bit?
It's kind of evening, so it's not dark. I mean, you can see, but it's everything's kind of low light and dusk. You can kind of see the shadows like looming off those cliff faces to your right.
All right, I'm gonna wild shape back. I'm gonna shimmy and let Sarah know that I'm gonna change. Back.
Does the horse chain shimmy?
So okay, feeling
shimmy.
shimmy, I'd get off this time.
Yeah. Now you have an idea of what's coming.
Yes.
I also give me another. What did I have you roll for the vibrations before? Let's see.
Spot? Was it spot?
No.
It's like another knowledge nature. I don't.
Was it knowledge nature? I think it was. Yeah, knowledge nature. Give me another knowledge nature roll.
I'm just okay. 18.
Okay. You do feel the very faint tremors again, although this time you're not really able to discern necessarily where they're coming from, but you do feel them.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn back, look immediately to Britannica, and be like, "Sorry about that, but good job for."
Why did you bite me?
Because I wanted you to let go of it, because we made a deal.
Any other way you could have let me know that besides
I
biting
was-
my wrist?
I
This is
was
my
a
axe
horse.
hand. What's wrong with you?
I can't communicate when I'm a horse the way
You
I
were doing
can.
it just fine before
Okay.
with my clothes.
That aside, the owl is Tristan. I apologize to it.
Great.
He
Oh.
hasn't quite decided whether he's helping us or not, although what he just did suggests that he might be helping us, because I think he was warning us, because I feel the tremors again.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So
what does that mean? What do we do?
get ready.
All right. I'm gonna hop off.
We get off the
horse.
side of the road?
Get ready.
I'm going
On the
to.
side of the road?
I gotta hide in this tree over here.
Okay.
Stilo,
Jump-
this way.
Jump into this one.
So you're trying to pull
Yeah, pull the
Stilo to pull the wagon over to here?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be underneath this tree. I'm not gonna climb it, but I'm gonna stay underneath it
All right.
and look around.
Okay. Seeing what everybody else is doing, Evie helps the old man Cinnarand off of the cart, and helps him kind of like shimmy up into the lower levels of the branches in the tree where Alekma is at. And then herself, she scurries over to get into this tree. Okay. Now you're up a tree, you can't feel the vibrations or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. What is everybody doing?
Hiding and watching.
Okay.
Getting ready.
Yeah.
Cyrano, give me a spot check.
Okay.
15. Okay. Nope, everything seems just fine. It's all fine. We're all fine here now.
Right.
Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Okay. How long do you guys want to sit up in these trees?
Following Alekma's lead, I
Years.
guess. He's the...
Yeah, he's the vibration man.
Yeah, I didn't actually. I mean, I stayed under the tree. I didn't climb it.
Oh, sorry, you're on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, I do
Yeah.
apologize. I thought you climbed up in the tree.
No.
In that case, yes, you can feel the vibrations, and they are getting significantly stronger. By now, you are able to feel them. They are coming from the northwest,
Okay, so
and they are coming in this. They are coming in your direction. You don't know, like, it's not enough for you to know exactly where they are. Like, you know, you can't like say,
It's
"Oh,
just-
it's right
yeah.
there," but you can feel the vibration is coming from that direction, and it's waving in this direction.
okay, so since everyone seems to be waiting for my cue, feeling it getting closer, I am with my spear going to be pointing in the direction, and then shaking it,
Okay.
so they know to look in that direction. And then I guess I'll look that way, and also look in the sky to see if I see Tristan, the owl. Like,
He's up there flying around, but very high, and he's
Okay.
doing kind of circles, probably to the northwest of you, and as he's doing his circles each time, he's getting closer and closer to you guys.
Okay.
Give me a spot check, please, Britannica, seeing as you can actually see really well in low light vision.
Britannica.
Funny, okay. So kind of looking in the direction that Alekma is kind of pointing, you can't really see anything, but then you notice some of the twigs and the sticks on the ground are bouncing, like they're being disturbed. Clearly, whatever this is, it's getting pretty thick and pretty hairy, and it's coming in the direction towards you guys. It's getting closer and closer and closer. You can actually see some of the smaller bushes are starting to shake and shimmy, and some of the sticks are like bouncing up and down on the ground as something of serious vibration is right next to them, but you cannot see anything. Like there's no sign of anything. As you kind of look all the way around, no sign of anything at all.
Something's coming.
This is like cliffs, you said, or
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna look around to see how well hidden everybody is, respectively.
Most of it's not so much that people are hidden; they're just up in the trees. Probably the only one that's really hidden is probably Cyrano.
Okay, so
I
yeah.
mean, Annie's wearing a pretty bright-colored clothing, so she's not hard to spot. But I mean, it is dusk, and they are in trees, so it's not like they're openly visible. But because you know where they are, you can kind of glimpse into the trees, and you can make them out for sure.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get on the other side of the tree to the northwest, on the southeast side,
Okay.
using it kind of as like a quasi barrier, and I'm just gonna hold my spear and wait. I mean, just
Okay.
not happy.
All right. You feel the vibrations in the ground are getting tremendous at this point. Like directly beneath your feet, you can feel strong vibrations, like something is moving under the ground beneath you.
Okay, I'm going up in the tree.
Okay, so you're going to immediately jump up and grab and pull yourself up into the tree. Are you indicating any of this to anybody?
Well, everyone's already in the tree, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna really loud to say, I feel it underneath me. Beware Stilo, because he's still on the ground.
And right as you
Dismiss!
say that, are you going to dismiss him? Okay.
Oh, he's gonna get snatched up by
Oh,
the trimmer.
Jesus.
All right. You
Dismiss
right as
him.
Stilo is dismissed, suddenly a massive
Oh my god. Oh,
eruption comes out of the ground, and a thing comes hurling out. I'm gonna put this on the and get these to the top layer because I don't want them. I want them over that hole. Okay. Comes smashing. It's so why did that still not do that? Okay, come on now, to front. One roll 20. Stop.
We don't want to. We don't want to know what it is. It's a ghost.
Yeah, just a ghost hole.
It's
Okay.
a ghost hole.
Right.
Ghost hole.
Oh, smashing out of the
This
ground.
was in my dream last night. Okay.
Okay.
What did you have ghost holes
This
for,
thing, it
Yeah,
is
what?
huge. It's probably 20 foot
Oh my
long from
God.
head to tail.
I'm not
It
fucking
is
kidding.
covered in armor plating. It has got a huge bony ridge, almost like a shark's fin, running kind of down
Oh my
the
god,
side
it is
of it.
one of these things.
these
And
are
a
Baldur's Gate.
massive maw as it just come crashing out, and it like bursts up out of the ground, snaps in thin air where Stilo was, like it. That because he was the only thing at the time on the ground that was making any
My
movement.
gosh.
So it was like honing in on him and spoosh
Ooh.
as the boule blasts out of the ground and then comes crashing down. This thing is tall enough that it's about level with where you are, Shagget.
Yeah.
You're halfway up the tree.
So I'm just looking into its fucking face. So okay.
Yep. And there's this massive, monstrous thing. All right. It takes two huge, mighty steps forward, crash, crushing the cart underneath its massive weight.
Now I don't feel so bad.
And basically, the cart just crumbles beneath it. Like the cart is nothing but a pile of broken, mangled twigs.
Didn't kick it, so now it might still be around.
Yeah. Its integrity was cool.
That's
Raises
yeah,
its
compromised
huge
by one
kind
kick.
of triangular head and
It's all
starts
your
like
fault.
whipping its head to the left and the right, and its tail starts to turn to the left and the right as it stomps between the trees here. Initially, just almost just out of pure blind aggression, and then it stops. And it kind of like sinks its body down low and places its body onto the ground. And periodically you hear it like a loud as it snorts the air, and you see steam coming out of its nose.
Oh no. Run away!
Can we react? Can we do anything?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna-
You guys are technically not in combat with it yet, so I haven't asked for initiatives, but by all means, if anybody's got anything they want to try to do, you tell me what it is you're doing.
I'm gonna wing up,
Probably, yeah.
Okay?
and
So you're
I'm
gonna like
going-
clamber to the tree, up to the top of the tree. Because are you at the very top of the tree already, or are you kind of in the tree?
I mean, I was up as high as I could go. So,
Okay.
I mean,
So
wherever
you're
you
just
want
gonna
me.
like push your way through the top canopy and get your
Yes.
wings.
Get my wings out.
All
and I'm
right.
going to-
This is gonna come down to a straight up initiative then.
Okay.
So I guess with that being said, we might as well have everybody roll their initiatives.
Damn it.
No, Britannica, no.
Oh, that's not what I
Oh,
wanted.
Britannica.
Well, I was gonna fly away to lure it, but I don't know if that would count in my initiative or not. I'm assuming. I'm not gonna actually try to combat it. I just want to fly.
Well, I mean,
in this
flying would
way.
be your movement, so that would be.
Yeah.
But basically, as soon as you burst out of the trees, it's going to know you're there.
Yeah.
You're going to try to take off, and these things can go airborne pretty significantly.
Damn it. Okay, then I'll go last.
So let me pull it up here so I've got all the juicy statistics for it. And I'm going to roll an initiative for it. Okay. And it is going there. Okay, so technically, I mean, Cyrano, do you wish to do anything from all the way on the other side of the road?
Nope.
Okay. Alekma, do you wish to do anything with this thing sitting right next to you?
I want to cast Call Lightning, but not hit it just yet.
What? Okay.
I just want to, like, have it in my repertoire to deal damage on a turn if I choose to.
Okay, so you're basically going to cast Call Lightning for your action, but you're not going to release the bolt?
Right.
You're going to hold the bolt for...
I'm holding the bolts.
Let me have a look.
It says you may call down a 5 foot wide, 30 foot long vertical bolt of lightning.
Right. Okay, so the way that would work in 3.5 terms is you can cast the spell and at the time of casting drop a bolt as part of your action, but you couldn't cast the spell and then hold the bolt.
Well, it...
Like a delay, because that would basically be taking like 2 actions, because you're taking your action and then you're trying to delay your action. Can't do both.
It says you need not call a bolt of lightning immediately. Other actions, even spellcasting, can be performed. However, each round after the first, you may use the standard action.
Right,
to
each
concentrate on
round after
spell
the first.
to call a bolt.
Right. So you don't have to call the bolt now.
Right, I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want
What
to.
I'm saying is, though, you can't like hold the bolt and then cast it
Oh
later
no!
this
Okay,
round.
I understand.
Yeah,
right, I
that's-
understand.
Yeah, because
Okay,
your action has already happened.
Right.
Because that would be
right.
like casting having an action and then also holding an action. Okay,
Yeah.
I just
Okay,
want to make
yeah.
sure you understand that. Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right, so you've got that. It's going to beat you in initiative because it's got a 16. So it is holding its action because it is waiting for something to attack. Annie, what are you doing?
Right. And then.
No, and then.
And then. Well, how hard does the armor, like his skin, look like rock solid? Like.
I mean,
like,
this thing is
freaking-
heavily carapaced. It's heavily armored. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to take my sword out from the tree, and I'm going to ready an action to where if for some reason it came over and I had room to like jump on it, I would do that.
so
But
if
I'm gonna
it's
wait.
feasible to attack it, you're gonna you basically hang onto the tree with your sword. If it's
Yeah.
feasible to get an attack on it, you want to take an attack.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. So Britannica, you were going last, and you were wanting to clamber out and burst out of the trees and try to fly.
Yeah, I'm trying to lure it over basically
Okay.
to the middle of the road.
Alrighty
Everybody.
then. Well, with its held action, as soon as you break through the trees, it is going to leap forward. And... yeah, it can easily cover that distance.
No.
So basically, like a dog leaping for a frisbee, this thing goes... But what it actually does is rather surprising. You're like cringing as you see this huge, almost great white type head coming towards you, but it doesn't open the jaws. What instead it does is kind of does like a dog does and kind of like flips up sideways and brings all 4 sets of massive claws to bear.
Skewer.
Cool.
Okay. It's its special attack.
Great.
Alrighty.
You got this, Britt.
Yay!
Oh no.
Oh, he gets me, and he gets me again, and he gets me again, and he doesn't get me.
Alright. So 3, basically as it flies up, as you come flying out, it's like a dove leaving a tree, and then a hawk like diving in and smacking the dove as all these huge claws come up and start like clashing at you all at the same time. I'm gonna roll all the damage together. For 31 points of damage. Your damage reduction does apply, of course. After that, it will continue its movement and come smashing down on the ground here.
Wait, did I have a chance to hit it? Or was it
Yep,
too...
you will get your attack of opportunity as it zooms past.
Whew. Okay.
And
Great.
Britannica will also get an attack of opportunity because it entered your space and left your space. So you both get an attack of opportunity on this monster.
Okay, cool.
Annie, you go first because you have the highest initiative.
26.
Okay, you slack it with your scimitar. Ka-ching! Yeah, I mean, it is like smacking the side of a piece of steel or iron. It's almost like hitting plate mail.
Okay.
I mean, you felt this, your blade kind of dug in, but you didn't get any gratifying
Holy
feel
crap.
that you really did much of a solid blow at all. All right,
Okay.
Britt, you also get to attack as an attack of opportunity. Plus 15, yes. That's okay. So Britt, you swing your axe, catches it at an angle, and kind of bounces up and off the armor. Does not penetrate the armor. But that was just your attack of opportunity. It is now your turn. So you're able to fly out. What do you want to do? You've got a move and an action.
Okay, so I'm going to fly basically right here to lure it away from everybody.
If you want to.
Yeah. That's what I don't want to. This is what I'm going to do.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna yell at it to kind of like, hey, come here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to flash it.
You want to
It'll
cast
work,
flash?
but
Okay.
I'm gonna try it.
All right. What's the range on your flash?
16 feet, right?
Okay. I'm assuming you're going to kind of wait until at least it's facing you, obviously. I mean, you're not...
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, so
lure
once
to
it
me
starts
and
to
then-
turn around... All right. What's the DC on a flash? 17?
16.
15?
16.
16. That's a fortitude save, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Ooh, that's.
Boulez, plus 11 fortitude.
I gotta try though.
It
Plus
still fails it,
11.
though. Amazingly,
Oh my
with its
God.
massive fortitude,
Holy
it
I have to
fails.
try.
Wow.
Okay, so for one
Oh,
round,
God.
it is effectively considered blind and whatever. And then after that, for the next 6 rounds, it will be -1, that's a benefit within itself. Okay,
Something.
Cyrano, what do you want to do? So yeah, you moved and flashed it. That's what Britt did. Okay.
God, do I even have the range to get to it? I do. All right, I'm going to, because I just saw that it got stunned, right?
Yeah, I mean, it started to turn around with its massive hulking form, and then suddenly you see that radiant blast of light come from Britt.
Yeah, I saw it. So I saw the two try to attack it and have their weapons just kind of like bounce off their armor, and I look at my two little short swords and I'm like, and put them back in my my sheaths, and I'm gonna hop out of the tree and I'm gonna run up, Gore, and falcon punch this thing right in the face with my
Okay.
special ability.
Right on the snoot.
All
Right,
right,
I'm
so
gonna
basically you're gonna run underneath
boop its
it and
snoot.
just tiger uppercut.
Yeah, I'm gonna. But here's the thing, Gore. Do I get more advantage if I duck before I uppercut, Mortal Kombat style? Because that's the proper way to do it.
You get points for flair.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna boop its snoot as hard as I can using Thunder Strike,
Okay.
which is one of my abilities.
So, as it is considered prone, Thunderstrike, because of the design mechanic of that, it's as if you're hitting inanimate objects, right? You
Yeah.
don't have to roll to hit a door with a punch.
Okay.
You don't have to roll to
Nice.
hit this with this ability. Because it is stunned, it cannot dodge. It's effectively prone.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
all you have to do is roll the damage.
All right, so I'm gonna and just like throw my whole body in like that leaping
It's like a Rocky movie.
Superman punch
Superman
into this
punch,
thing.
Yeah, okay.
And it's a 1d10 plus strength, which is a 0. So a 1d10 for the first roll. Right?
All right, so it's 9 points of physical damage from the punch. That's a
Okay.
hell of a left hook.
And
then you
1d
get
and then 1d force damage.
And then you get additional 1d10 force
1d10
damage.
force damage as well.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey, it's still a 10-point punch, dude. Yeah, I mean, you go over there and smash this thing in the jaw, and its jaw actually does like go and quake and shake. Okay.
Oh man, you look so bummed.
Hey, the first roll was hella good. It sucks that the second one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Bottom line is you got an average punch overall, right?
Yeah.
But there isn't a
An
person
average
here that
guy.
could land a 10-point punch, so. Alekma, what do you want to do?
To add flair to Cyrano's punch, I'm gonna do a call lightning right on the top of its like neck.
Okay.
You know? So it would be a 17 reflex save, but
It doesn't get a reflex save because it is considered stunned, so.
Phew! See, mine's not any more
Alright, you drop
impressive.
lightning down on him for 9.
So your punch looks really cool now. It's like, you know.
Yeah, it's like a Thor punch.
Yeah, and I'm staying in the tree. I don't want it to know
Alright,
that I
yeah.
exist.
You
Yeah.
call the lightning down. Alright. It shakes that off. And technically, oh, we go. Let's turn that off. Turn it off. Okay. So yeah, it is. Now it is considered dazed, but not stunned. Pretty logical what it's gonna do next. And
necessarily.
it is going to attempt to chomp a chewy chomp, the little Cyrano de Yum, who is going to be very de Yum.
Ooh.
I'm in trouble. That's all right.
I gets -1 on that, so
Get out of there.
Only -1? All right.
yeah, he gets a -1.
Hey.
The good news is he only gets 1 attack with a bite.
Okay.
Bad news is when that
It's
hits,
like a plus 90. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
for 18 points.
Okay.
The massive maws come crashing down at you. You kind of twist and throw your body to the side to avoid the teeth. But the teeth kind of hit you on the side of the kind of back on the side of your back and kind of like throw you forward, knocking the wind out of you more than anything. All right. Annie. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I saw. Oh wait, where did Potemkin go? Never mind then. Okay.
Cyrano's grown a serious pair of balls in this fight. He's going toe to toe with this badass.
Can I just like move move a little, and I'm gonna try to slash at this.
Yeah,
there.
you can drop down out of the tree and run over and hack at it.
I'm gonna do that. Where did my character go? There it is. Okay. And I'm gonna just yell out and do it. Britannica! Where are you? I can heal! As I attack.
Right here.
I don't know if I can do much damage, but I can heal whoever needs healing.
Oh!
20!
There it is.
Dang it.
Natural 20!
And to top it off,
I did it!
You quit your pet!
21 points of damage. That's I think that's the hardest that
that's the
Annie
hardest
has ever
I've
hit.
Nice.
I fucking
I'm not mad because I really want you to kill this thing.
All right, okay, you run in behind it, seeing how all the armor plates are kind of like nicely layered down. You slash in, and just at the perfect moment as it turns its tail, two of the armor plates open up, and the sword drives in, and you get to do lots and lots of damage. The thing kind of like yelps in pain, as if a shark creature thing would yelp. So it's more like a in pain,
Nice.
and then it
Sounds
kind of
good.
flinches
Happy
and
yelp.
its tail kind of swipes around, and you kind of duck
Oh,
underneath
God.
it. Okay.
Alright, I'm in for a treat next.
Britannica, what do you want to do? It seems to be fairly preoccupied all of a sudden, so your distraction probably isn't going to do a whole lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna zoom over there, get in front of, like, above it, like above Cyrano. Can I do that and strike it?
Probably. It's tall
I mean,
and I'm
the
short.
thing is
Yeah.
probably off the ground is probably a good 10 foot. Like the top of its head is easy 10 foot plus.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just basically try to get between it and Cyrano. And
Okay, so you're kind of Cyrano's down here. You're just a little bit above and ahead of Cyrano. Okay. Take a swing. You move, so you only get to make a single attack, but
Oh, only a single attack.
yeah, if you
do I
actually
get
make a
a-
move action, you can't make a full attack.
A flank though, because Annie's back there.
Yes. Annie will give you flanking.
Good.
Actually, Annie would have had flanking too, but she didn't need it.
No, she didn't.
All right. Yep, you bring that massive axe to bear, clashing down and ka-chang off of its armor plating. 15 points. Nice. Alrighty. But it is still there. Cyrano, what do you want to do, buddy?
Run!
Yeah, so I want to run around this thing, staying within 5 feet of it. It's gigantic, so like running around this way,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna I want to give it one more punch, like on the hind leg,
Okay.
as I want to like tumble over to the tree here behind it.
All right.
gonna
Okay.
kinda, like,
So
run
you
around
want
and
to
give it, like, a
punch
punch,
it
like,
and then
"Ah!"
tumble out the way. Okay, I'll let
Yeah.
you do that.
Okay. So I have to roll this time since it's not
Yeah.
considered prone, right? Okay. God, what do
You're
I
still going to
roll
get.
for that? What would I roll for that, Gore?
You're going to make a normal attack, but I'm going to reduce its AC by its Dex bonus.
On the stats page, there's a melee button you can push underneath the grapple.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. You swipe at it, but unfortunately,
Cool.
it kind of it's more of a glancing blow, and does not impact as much at all.
Ah! And
But
then-
you do still get behind the tree. Okay, Alekma.
Yeah.
so first question: what is the wizard doing during this? Is he cackling gleefully and evilly?
No, he is hiding in the tree.
Is he blubbering?
He's basically tantamount to helpless. So, Evie has jumped out from the tree, and as she has run up there, she's now behind it next to Annie.
Okay, I will do one more bolts on it. 17 reflex save.
All right. Okay. Roulet's reflexes are
So it's another 9.
+8. Okay. All right. Nope, fails its reflex save, so it takes the 9.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Now I'm gonna hop out of the
This
tree.
thing now is bleeding. It is charred. It is smacked. It is cracked. It is its turn. All right. It is gonna basically. I'm gonna make a roll and decide this. Okay. 1, 2, or a 3, it is going to leap and snap at the big floating bird in front of it. 4, 5, or a 6, considering the pain that it felt from the attack behind it, it's going to whip around and try to and snap at what's behind. So we're going to leave this one up to fate. All right. Yep. It spins around. And tries to chomp down and get itself a little taste of paladin. Oh.
Roll a 1.
If I got the damn macro right. And no, that's gonna hit. Alrighty, as its huge, big, nasty, pointy teeth. Right. 14 points of damage. Okay, Alekma, you notice the owl is kind of flying down, and it like flies once around you, and then flies back out over the open plain. Like, it flies down, swoops around your head, lets out a loud screech right in your ear, and then flies out over the open plain.
That's rude.
Can I throw a spear at it?
Annie, your turn. Sure.
No, I'm not going to.
Annie, you're up.
I'm gonna do a full attack.
Okay.
On it.
You still get flanking because Britannica is still in melee combat with it from behind.
Norman, please. Yes.
Norman butt.
I'm gonna use, actually, I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna use Smite as well. on it.
Okay. Get some smitey goodness.
Okay, dokie. Norman, please let me use my mouse. There we go. Come on. Please hit.
You hit it once.
Once. Okay.
Okay.
11.
Nice damage, though.
Yeah. All right. Evie is going to attack. The first attack. The second attack. She doesn't hit. Britannica. Your turn. Just for giggles and grins. Got 10 hit points left. Easy killable for a Britannica. If you can roll high enough to hit it.
Sorry about that. My turn.
Yes,
You-
he has
you
10
can-
hit points left.
You can kill it, Britt.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
got 10
get
hit
him.
points left, and you have full attack because you haven't had to move.
Yes.
I'm just going to reposition you so that...
Sorry.
No, it's
Ollie
okay.
was rooting for the monster, so I had to explain to him that we want to kill the monster, and he wants it to steal our blood. So
I love your kid.
he's a bad guy, guys.
I hope you
I
die,
love it.
Mommy. I hope you die.
Yeah. He's like, what's the monster gonna steal all those people's bloods? Like, no, wrong.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Eat him.
All right.
Nice damage.
nice.
that damage, though. Jesus.
Yeah, that's kudos damage.
Why the dice didn't roll that time? It's being weird.
All right. And both of those hit. How'd you want to kill it, Britt?
Yeah!
Oh, I want to. Let's see. I'm behind him.
Don't.
Don't what, Jane? I want to sweep underneath his little body and then cut cut up into his little soft underbelly.
Okay.
Like just like a sweeping up. up
Alright,
to
so you
his
kind of
tail.
like knock his tail up out under the way and
Yeah,
hack
give it a
deep into
new
it.
little butt.
2 times. It winces in pain. Its eyes get all big to those at the business end of it. And then its huge weight hits the ground. The whole ground just erupts. Like, it's almost like this thing weighed 4 to 5 times what you thought it probably weighed. Because as it hits the ground, there's a massive, like, shudder. And it's about then that Shagget notices that that wasn't what the shudder was from.
Yeah.
What? What?
No, it's its
Oh
mommy.
my god.
Yeah, that was the bird screech.
Oh
my
no.
God.
Out of the ground comes one that is probably... You know, this one was only average 20 feet. This one's probably averaging closer to 30 feet. As it comes smashing out of the ground and lands right there next to all of you. The bird goes, "Reach." And you know what that is?
What?
The perfect place to wrap it up for tonight.
Oh, God.
Right on the button.
Stinker.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. When I'm not playing a tree-hugging druid on How We Roll, I'm Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, where I stream casually, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @eneb_convos. How's that for laziest outro ever? My ass sass. See you guys.
Jane? Jane, what are you doing? You gotta record your outro. Jane? She's dead.
Hi, Jane's dead, but it's me, Jane the Spooky Ghost. You can follow me on my spooky adventures at Jane on Twitch with a 0. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later when you're dead. Please.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Snuggler. Oh man, is it my 3rd campaign already? If you guys do want to follow me, I'm pretty active on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And if this didn't scratch your D&D itch, Chris Tassix and I have a new podcast coming out. You can find out more information about that if you go to www.newcritsontheblock.com. Jane put it right there for everyone to see. We hope you guys go and check it out and enjoy it. Until next time.
Hi, friends and fans. It's me, Christy. Okay, that's good. I'm new and scared, like a lost little baby bear cub in the big spooky woods of streaming. But luckily, my mentors Snugs and Jane are here to guide me through with grace and wisdom and beauty and muscles and beauty again, but mostly muscles. Jane said I could promote my art and my D&D podcast. That's all I can say about that, because she also said that hogging the spotlight is selfish and ugly. So, thanks for everything, Snugs and Jane. This is Crispy, saying sayonara.
Hi there, I'm Gorbad. Welcome to the Orc's Nest. I'm the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, and if you'd like to follow me personally, you can do so on Twitter at Gorbad. Check out thedmblog.com for all things Dungeon Master and Dungeons & Dragons related. And of course, you can follow me on twitch.tv/Gorbad. Also, guys, don't forget to keep up with all things How We Roll. Follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out the website www.howweroll.com, and make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. Cheers, guys.